I wanted to talk to you about my crippling Sasquatch addiction.
Bigfoot is a Sigma. Bigfoot saw society for what it was, cast himself out of it. Are you looking for Bigfoot so that you can ask him questions and talk to him and learn from him?
My main goal is, and for the community, is to have this actually documented as a species.
You know, I'm going to hear you out on this. How do you think that it might be real? Hey, what's your name?
My name is Schnee.
Schnee?
Coco Schnee. Schnee.
All right. What's up? What's going on? How can I get you today? What's happening?
Oh, shit. I didn't realize I was talking to you. This is so surreal. I wanted to talk to you about my crippling Sasquatch addiction.
You have a crippling Sasquatch addiction?
Yeah, like Sasquatch, like Bigfoot.
Well, how did you become addicted to Bigfoot?
Well, it became a very young thing. I was into finding Bigfoot and a lot of those cryptozoology adventure shows. So it is one of the more urban myths that I've come to realization that it could be real.
Okay. You know, I'm going to hear you out on this. How do you think that it might be real?
Well, okay. I don't want to be one of those people, but look at the history. If we talk about real animals that are real, the Colanthropus, which was found off of Africa in the 1890s, it's a really, it's a dinosaur fish, to be honest. We thought it went extinct, but then we recovered it in Africa in the 1890s. The tapir, which was found in the 1920s by South American adventurers. How's it going? And the tapir was found by 1920s discoverers, and now it's in modern history.
All right, hold on. He's a giant fucking monster guy.
Yeah.
How is he real?
I mean, have you went out into nature?
Yeah,
have you touched grass?
Yeah. No, I've touched grass. There's some shit. There's things going on. There's stuff and there's random weird. Yes. By the way, you know what? Okay. Let me say this.
Okay.
Because I'm with you on this. Yes, monsters are real. The world's filled with monsters. And the bottom of the ocean is filled with giant monsters with 3 heads and 5 eyes and crazy weird monster stuff. But I feel like if there was like a humanoid, like hairy bipedal creature thing, we would have seen it by now. I think we would have seen it. Somebody would have seen it.
Well, I mean, that's what we're trying to do right now.
That's what? That's what
we're trying to do right now as a community. I'm not actively partaking right now, but following all the news articles and podcasts, we're trying to discover and go on adventures to cast and actually find, maybe not hunt, because in some states it's illegal to hunt this creature down, such as in New York.
Wait, it's illegal to hunt Bigfoot in New York? It's illegal to shoot at him?
Yes, as silly as it may sound, it is illegal.
How come you're not joining people on these adventures to find Bigfoot?
Well, I work right now as a bartender, so I can't find a lot of time to go out. I was in your your Twitch chat when I was in Yosemite, and I did go squashing out there. I took a beautiful hike up to Emerald Lake and did the loudest Bigfoot call. I don't think anything heard me, though, but it was still really sweet to show my Bigfoot representation there.
I like the idea that you're like doing your interview at this bar and you're like, I need my days free so I can hunt Bigfoot. So don't schedule me on those times.
Well, they don't need to know that part.
Is this something you keep a secret from people, that you're into Bigfoot?
I'm pretty open about it, but if it's someone on the street and we talk a little bit, if they're close-minded, it's a nice way to intrigue and open-mindedness in people because it's a really hit-or-miss subject, and all these skeptics can have their way of life, and I'm here with one side of the argument that I do believe these animals exist flesh and blood animals, then that's a whole different conversation about the different theories.
So let me ask you this. You said, and I don't know if you were just being tongue-in-cheek, but you said this was a crippling addiction. Is it true? Does it cripple you in some way? Is it true?
I mean, I think people look at me like, oh, he knows all these tall tales, so he could tell tall tales, you know? But it's like, I don't tell tall tales. I just know the truth, and I don't... I'm a bigot at this point. But, yeah. What is the question? I'm sorry.
Are you doing all right?
Yeah, I know. I'm just still in shock that I'm talking to you about this.
Well, so I asked you. You said that this was a crippling addiction. I'm asking you in the ways in which you feel as though it cripples you.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's all right.
So yeah, on the tall tales, I could be telling it could be a little out there, the truth, but it's still the truth with some investigation. I don't mean to sound... It's not my intent to sound cryptic, but it's... I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, so communication is not my biggest subject. So I just kind of keep it real and based. Not a chat, though.
Okay. You said, did you say you keep it real and based, but you're not a Chad?
Yeah, that is correct.
Well, let me ask you a question. Is Bigfoot a Chad? Do you think he's a Chad, or is he a virgin?
I would like to see him as a Sigma. Because he's very elusive. He doesn't want to be out there. He's a very Sigma creature.
Do you consider yourself a Sigma?
Oh, of course. But I could have alpha moments, so I'd say Sigma Alpha.
I remember when I first heard the concept of, it's like a meme now, Sigma grind set. But I remember when I first heard the concept of a Sigma, I was like, oh, I actually like that. It's like you think of like beta and alpha, or like this like spectrum or whatever. And when I heard the term Sigma, where it's someone who's off the spectrum, like doing their own thing, you know, they're like they decided to opt out. And I guess Bigfoot is a Sigma. He's opted out of, I don't know if Bigfoot is a humanoid or if he's how sentient he is or whatever, but Bigfoot saw society for what it was, cast himself out of it. Maybe he didn't cast himself out of it. Maybe he was, ran out with pitchforks and torches because he looks crazy. And so he's running around doing his own thing. And so I guess people like you who also identify as Sigma, I can see why it would be he would be an appealing figurehead to learn more about and to hunt, not like hunt, not to violently hunt, but to try to find. Are you looking for Bigfoot?
Research.
Are you looking for Bigfoot so that you can ask him questions and talk to him and learn from him?
No, that's. If that's the case, it so happens along the way. But no, at this point, my main goal is, and for the community, is to have this actually documented as a species. There is a Latin name for it, which I'll need to go into my pictures and find because, goddamn, I'm not going to remember that Borealis of a name. But there are actually documented by Jeff Meldrum, like a classification of it. And if you go into Asia, there's the orangutan deck, which the National Geographic in 2005 put out a 50,000 bounty that is still up if you want to get rich quickly. Or not rich quickly and get a flop of your name.
Okay, let me ask you this. I really got to know this. Do you really believe in Bigfoot?
Of course, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if someone came up to me and said, chop down every tree and then we will find a Bigfoot, and then if the non-Bigfoot believers say that the Sasquatch believers need to plant back every tree, I would say, no, that's too much work. I'm fine. But right now, in my belief, I know that exist.
Wait a minute. So hold on. So you said if someone said, let's chop down every tree to find Sasquatch, you would do that or you wouldn't do that?
I would not. And then to us to replant it, that's just too much work, homie.
Okay. What else do you do? What else? I'm curious about you. What else do you do with your life and time?
Oh, God. Just got Warhammer 40K, playing with friends.
Nice.
If you don't know, it's like the Gears of War and Halo combined. Space Marine style. Play Valorant. Work at a movie theater bartending position. I am finishing up getting my AA in business.
Cool.
I'm happy to be alive and
cool.
alert, awake, alive, enthusiastic.
You're killing it. I would call you an alpha. Honestly, I think there's something. I think the most alpha thing you can do is be happy to be alive.
I'm glad I'm here with my dog being alive. And you. Because
yes.
at least I could see you and you're real, and I could talk to you.
You don't know that I'm real. You know I'm real as much as you know Bigfoot is real, because...
Well, I did see you in L.A., so...
Oh, you did?
I kind of know. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was going to say, because you can't see me right now, but... well, did we talk when I was in L.A.?
Bigfoot, if that's what it counts.
You saw me more than Bigfoot, yeah. Although I'm a little bit... I think, like, the Gecko, or therapy Gecko... It is a bit of a, you could classify it as a cryptid. I guess, what's your name again?
Schnee.
Schnee, I suppose that if therapy Gecko is real, then why can't Bigfoot be real? Sure. I'll take that. I'll accept that as something.
I could do a barge in here, but I want to make one last argument. If you look at the Loch Ness Monster in, like, the body of water that's located in, if it's originally supposed to, first dated to be 1300, I'm going to say that number just so to exaggerate, it's been a long time, but it's been a recorded sighting since then. If it was real, it needs to reproduce, eat, and have enough space for shelter and all that. You cannot find that in that body. So if someone wants to have a Loch Ness versus Sasquatch battle, please DM me.
That's a nice call to action to end this on. Send a DM to this guy if you want to talk about the Loch Ness Monster versus Bigfoot. Like, well, if you want to talk about like who would win in a fight, or just like talk about them like just in general.
Just in general, like how why Sasquatch is more likely to be real than Loch Ness Monster. And
hold on. I'm gonna fight you on that. I would absolutely believe in the Loch Ness Monster over Bigfoot, because the Loch Ness Monster, I mean, there are things like the Loch Ness Monster that are documented to exist. The sea is filled with fucked up, disgusting creatures that we know about that are more disturbing than the Loch Ness Monster. Honestly, the land is filled with less fucked up creatures than the sea. But the land is also filled with like crazy fucked up, like a lion. The fact that a lion exists is much more, I think, cryptid than a Sasquatch. But
well, we see more lions than we do Sasquatch.
We do. We see more lions.
I could go to a zoo and see a lion.
I hope you find them. I really do. I hope. Well, actually, I don't. I'm gonna say that. Okay, I maybe said this already, but this will be the last thing I say to you. And I hope you understand what I mean by this. I hope you never find Bigfoot. Only because it just seems like you're having so much fun looking for him.
I think that's the push I needed. That is the push I needed.
I don't want that fun to end for you. Shmee.
It's one of those three. Shmee.
Is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
Don't stop ever squatching and keep it very open-minded, people of the internet. I appreciate you hearing me out, and thank you for listening to all these incredible human beings, Gek.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much for calling. Moses. Moses was a guy. I learned about Moses in Hebrew school. I forget what he did. I think he's like Is he like Jewish Jesus? Jesus did that whole thing where he died very violently. I don't know. I don't think Moses died violently. I think Moses... What did he do? Does anyone know what Moses did? I think he just died like at home or something. Hold on. Okay, my whole post-call thought is going to be going on Google to find out how Moses died. So this is going in the podcast, and everyone give me 1 second here. I am in front of a computer right now. Okay, let's see here. How did it's saying Osama bin Laden. How did Moses die, according to the Bible? Okay, God commanded Moses to die on a mountain. And that's what he did. He died on a mountain. But he didn't come back. I think Jesus' whole thing was he died, he came back. Jesus was also Jewish. Okay, all right, this was a bad post-call thought, but we're keeping it in. Hello?
Hello, Lyle?
Hi, what is your name?
My name is Frederick.
Frederick, what's up, dude?
How are you?
I'm hanging in there. What do you want to talk about today, sir?
I guess I would say I want to talk about maybe like purpose in life. I'm kind of feeling a little run down, I guess.
Wow, what's running you down?
I guess just life itself. I feel like it's kind of dumb to say I've been overworked because I'm barely a student and I rarely work, but I don't know. It's very hard to motivate myself to do stuff, you know.
What's your life like?
I'm a student. I go to college. I'm an English major. And I also work at this, it's kind of like a halfway home for kids. Most of them have trauma, and I'm kind of just like a counselor there, which I'm kind of just like with them every day.
That's cool. So what do you want to do with the time that you have from now until you die, which we don't know how long that is. That could be a day, that could be 70 years. But let's assume, how old are you?
I'm 20 now.
All right. Okay, you might get a good 70 years. I think by the time you're that you sound like you eat.
Yeah, I don't want to. Oh man, I'm trying to die before like 70. Like, that's too old. You kidding me?
This is not my joke. I went to the Comedy Cellar and I heard this, and I really wish I could remember the name of the comedian, but he made a joke where he was like the whole idea of like life extension sucks because you can only add years on to the end. You know, that's the bad part. When are they going to be able to add years onto the middle? I thought that was funny because it is true. Like after 70, I don't know how good it gets. So I get you. I feel you. It doesn't look. You're right. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't look good. So I can't assume it feels good. But all right, let's say. I mean, your legs are gonna work for another 50 years. That's a long time. What do you want to do for that during that?
That's the point. That's the thing, though. I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of hobbies, but I don't really know how to make them something I can see myself doing for the rest of my life. You know.
What are the hobbies?
I used to be a marine science major because I'm really into aquariums. I used to work at like fish stores, but that's kind of like a dead end thing, and it doesn't really pay a lot, and it's kind of like a waste. So I transferred, and now I'm an English major. But it's also, you know, kind of seems like a dead end, and I don't know if I want to be a teacher.
I've been like,
baking
if you're
stuff.
if the problem is that you're going into a major that doesn't pay a lot, I don't know if English is the best choice.
Oh, for sure. I'm just trying to do something that I like. I liked it in the beginning, but now it's like, I guess I grew tired of it, you know?
Well, are you taking on debt to be in school?
My parents are thankfully helping me.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, no, if that's the case, go hog wild. Study fucking bugs or something. Study the stupidest thing you could possibly study. You know, if your mom and dad are paying for it, just go fucking. You know, who cares?
Yeah.
What do you like?
I like baking a lot. I've been baking a whole lot, and cooking, but from what like I've seen and what I've seen, like I know this is dumb, but you know the show The Bear.
I've never seen it, but I know what it is. Yeah.
Man, that show is so stressful. My God, and that just deters me like so much. It is so scary to be in the food industry. I feel like I'm not that.
You feel like you're not that what?
No, I'm not that good at it yet. Like my stuff is good; it tastes good.
Well, yeah, you've barely done. You've barely, done anything. Yeah, of course, you can't expect to be a master baker. That sounds very close to masturbator, but you can't expect to be a master baker so soon. Why don't you just bake for fun? Do you? I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm going insane. You sound depressed?
Oh man, I've been depressed.
Yeah.
I gotta see a new therapist. I didn't lose him, but I kind of stopped going to him.
Why'd you stop going to him?
It was a new guy. I saw a previous therapist for like 2 years, and I didn't really see any change in my life. So I saw someone new. But then I stopped going to his things, and I felt guilty. And then I just stopped going altogether because I didn't want to, like, face that.
Well, your therapist is not going to change your life. They're not going to, they can't do anything for you. I mean, they can help, you can talk to them, and they'll help you arrange thoughts. But you at the end of the day, you got to do stuff.
Yeah, I gotta just do something.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
Yeah.
You gotta do something. And it is hard to do stuff. Do you live at home or do you live on a campus?
I live off campus, like in a house with my friends. And that's been real great.
Why don't you think, bro, I was depressed when I was 20 in college, living in a house with people off campus, and I got out of it by doing stuff. I got into comedy, I got into putting on shows, and I was pretty happy when I was doing that and pretty depressed when I wasn't. You just gotta do stuff. I think of anything, god damn it, you know what, do a bake sale. I don't want to hear any fucking you do a bake sale. Tell me about your bake sale.
Every Friday, I sell banana bread, pumpkin bread, lemon blueberry bread. I tried red velvet last week.
That's so awesome. How do you enjoy doing that?
I do, yeah. But then, and then after, after it's over, I'm just, You're
depressed.
Yeah, and
then
I did I had a radio show. I play music. I'm really into music, and I didn't even want to sign up this year because I don't know. I just don't feel like it's anything.
Oh my god! No, I felt the same. Yeah, I felt the same way. I used to put on DIY comedy shows in our row home, and every Friday, and that was really fun. And then the other 6 days of the week, I just wanted to blow my fucking balls out. I don't know. I don't have any advice for you because, aside from doing shit, I don't have any advice for you on how to not be depressed because it's such a.
Oh yeah. I just want. Anyway, it's nice talking with you. I enjoy the podcast very much.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Sorry, that sounded cold when I said it just now.
I didn't mean.
Okay, good. See, this is my anxiety, thinking that you hate me.
Nah. But I mean, how did you get through it?
I haven't. I'm pretty depressed a lot of the time.
Wow. Yeah, but like, how did you get past like your 20s? I mean, like,
how did I get past my 20s? Well, here's the. I guess if you don't die, you just keep going. You know what I mean?
oh,
That's how I got through it. This is just the natural passage of time, continued on, and that's how I got through it. I did stuff. I guess that's what I'm trying to think back. I did stuff, and I tried to do stuff as much as possible. And when I was doing stuff, I was less depressed. And when I wasn't doing stuff, I was more depressed. And I went on this yin-yang of do stuff and not be depressed, followed by days, weeks, months, whatever it is, of not doing stuff and being depressed. And you just keep doing that. And then until you die. Yeah, and by the way, that's still what I'm doing now. Yeah. That's still how it works. It hasn't changed, unfortunately.
Shit.
But I don't know. But I'm starting to. I think one thing I've been thinking about is I think you just accept it. I feel like I've been talking a lot about depression on this thing. I tell you kind of accept it. You kind of accept that that's the yin and the yang. But I don't know if that's a fucking good idea. I don't know if just accepting that I'm gonna be depressed forever is a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe accepting that like life is difficult and it has difficulties and has times where it's not as exciting and amazing all the time. Maybe accepting that is a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, you can be like, oh, I'm depressed now, but maybe like on Friday I can be happy because I got stuff to look forward to.
Yeah. I love that bake sale, though. That's a cool idea. What's your magnum opus of the bake sale? What's your top?
Oh, man. Everyone loves the fucking banana bread, dude. It's annoying, honestly.
That's the most hilarious thing I've ever heard anyone say. It's annoying how much people love my banana bread.
Because, like, I'm trying to do other recipes. Like, I was so excited to present my red velvet marble pound cake. Like, this is one of the most coolest things I've done. And I had to give away the last piece because, like, no one wanted it. But no, the banana bread. I had a guy come in and buy 3 loaves of them. Like, you kidding?
That sounds fucking delicious. I would eat the fuck out of is it like coated in icing? Is there icing on the top of the red velvet cake?
Yeah, some cream cheese frosting with white chocolate little bits on the top.
Bro, where are these bake sales? I want one of those. I don't really like banana bread. I'm more of a red velvet guy. Where are these bake sales?
They're at my school in Massachusetts.
Oh.
I would love. I'm sorry. I don't know. You're based in Rhode Island, right?
No, I'm not based in Rhode Island. I'm in New York.
Oh, I live in New York. Well, my home is in New York, Long Island.
Oh, okay. Can you send me a red velvet through the mail? No, don't do that. It's probably gonna get infested with ants. Yeah, it'll spoil.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just. Can we do like I was watching SpongeBob. I was watching the episode where Plankton is eating a meatloaf that his wife has projected in front of him. Maybe we can do something like maybe we can do something like that. You can make a holographic red velvet cake for me to enjoy.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Can I be your Karen?
I'm not 100% sure what I would be agreeing to if I said yes, so I'm going to abstain from answering that question for now.
All right.
What is your name again, sir?
I'm Frederick.
Frederick, it was good talking to you. And also, you're making me think about being when I was 20 and in college and depressed. And how did I get through it? I'll say this. If I knew I was still going to be depressed at 26, I shouldn't say this, but it's the truth. I think if I knew I was going to be depressed at 26 when I was 20, I'd be like, fuck. But it's things have gotten a lot better. It's a different flavor. That's the thing. It's a different flavor. So I take that back. Because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I don't want people to think nothing ever gets better.
That's a dark message. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a dark message. I take that message back. I don't want people to think that nothing ever gets better because that's really genuinely not true. Yeah, a lot has gotten significantly better in my life since I was 20.
Yeah.
A lot has changed.
I'm glad.
I'm
scared of change.
Don't be. Your problems and your things in your brain just gets different. It adapts. It gets different. So I don't have I don't have the exact same depression for the exact same reasons and the exact same things at 26 than I did when I was 20. Things might get better. I don't like saying that things are going to get better because I'm not an oracle, but they could. Yeah. I'll leave it at that. I like this bake sale idea. Do more bake sales. Just keep doing bake sales. You should put up a big banter. Dude, for real, honestly, if you did this, you would sell a lot. You should make a sign that says, I'm trying not to kill myself, so I made this red velvet cake instead.
Dude,
and I bet you would sell a lot. I bet you would sell a lot if you had that little sign.
That would appeal greatly to these college students.
I think it would.
Yeah.
Because that's a great thing to do. I'm trying. Yeah. I'm doing a bake sale to prevent me from succumbing to the darkness of reality. I think people would subscribe to that.
My desperate attempt from suicide.
Yeah, I mean that's why anyone's. But you would there's something honest, I think, in that sign because that's why everyone's fucking doing anything that they're doing. They just don't want to.
It's very vulnerable.
Yeah, it's vulnerable. I think people would. You would sell more banana bread.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Why?
No,
are you making money doing this?
Yeah, I make like a couple. Maybe I make like 3 loaves because I only have one pan that is the right I have like mini loaves. I sell mini loaves, and I only have one that makes them. So it's kind of hard. It takes a lot of time.
What do you do with the money that you get from your bake sale?
Sometimes I gotta pay off the parking ticket that I get from park there at the bake sale. So that's like $80. But if not,
hold on. I don't want to. Hold on. Stop.
Oh, sorry.
Why? Sorry, the microphone got fucked up. Why?
No worries.
Where the fuck are you parking? Where?
Dude.
You get. Okay, hold on. Stop. Don't answer just yet.
Sorry.
You park your car. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna form a concise thought. How many times have you gotten a parking ticket for $80 as a result of this bake sale?
Maybe like a handful, maybe like 5.
Park somewhere else.
There's nowhere else to park. I need a pass.
Take a fucking Uber. Why do you? Okay, here's the thing. We've all parked somewhere, been like, we're probably fine. Gone back to our cars, $80 parking ticket. I get it. But if you fucking do that 5 times, it's so on you.
I don't want to buy the pass. That's just I'm not giving in to this stupid ass college.
How much is the pass?
$400.
Just take an Uber there.
I gotta bring all my stuff.
Put it in the back seat. Do you have friends that help you with this bake sale, or are you completely alone?
No, I'm alone. I would have to have them do stuff online, and I don't want to burden them.
You could hire your friends to help you out for the cost of all these parking tickets.
That is true.
You don't have to. I want you to know something. I want you to know 2 things.
Yes.
You don't have to succumb to your negative thoughts and to the stories you tell yourself about your life and yourself and society, and you don't have to succumb to that darkness, okay? You don't. And you don't have to succumb to $80 parking tickets. Fucking find somewhere else to park.
I will do that. Maybe. Yeah, it's just so far to walk with all that stuff, but I'll do it.
Just
the other $20
How many more? I mean, what 80 times? What's 80 times 5? It's more than 400. It's got to be.
like 45, 46. No, 45. That's 45.
Okay. So you've spent $450 avoiding buying a $400 parking pass.
It's a little ridiculous, I know, but it's more about the message
yeah.
I'm sending.
The message you're sending is that you're bad with math and money.
That's why I'm an English major.
What are you gonna do with what's the plan? What are you gonna do when you graduate?
Don't tell me. I don't know. I already have to spend like another year here because I've done terrible, and I just don't do my assignments. I don't know.
Okay, but you do the bake sale. No, don't whatever negative. Hold on. What were you about to say?
All right. No, I'm just so scared of what's after college.
Why don't you work? Can you work at a bakery?
Maybe I can build a portfolio. But again, like then I think of the bear and I think of how stressful that stuff is.
The bear is a fucking the bear is a cartoon. All right. This is real life.
I think you're thinking a different show.
I know. I've started to do this thing only because it's kind of funny to me. Where any work of fiction I just refer to as a cartoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the bear isn't real, and you're real. And how many motherfuckers in a... First of all, okay, as you know, we live in a stupid world with a lot of stupid, not real jobs, such as podcaster and whatever. I don't know. People are like on the computer. Like, the job that you want is one of the few real jobs. Like, if you said that you wanted to be like a fucking skateboarding dolphin, it'd be like, yeah, it's not. I mean, so you could do it in this world, but that's, you want a real job. The job you want has been around for centuries. Baking fucking bread is a real job that you want. So it's not like the bear. It's a real job. Go get your real job.
Yeah, I should. But then I wasted so much money being in college.
No, you didn't.
I guess that's fallacy. I guess. What's that
that's your parents. Hold on. That's your parents' money. If you were like, if you were 18, and you took out a loan, if you took out one of those fucking predatory college loans, I would feel bad for you. But I don't feel bad for your parents because your parents made the conscious decision. You didn't. It didn't sound. Your parents were like. Your parents decided they wanted to waste a lot of their money to send you to college.
Jeez.
And that's on them. And that's on them. That's on them. You can't take responsibility for that decision. That's on them.
Oh, shit. I guess so.
So you don't. So if your parents wasted a bunch of money for you to get an English degree, and then you don't have to define you, but you don't have to base your entire life off of that fact, right? You can do whatever you want now. Like finish college, you know. As long as if your parents are paying for you to go, finish college, hang out with your friends, bake stuff, and think about how you can become a baker. It's not a crazy idea, becoming a baker. A lot of people do it.
Yeah, it's not. I just gotta get better and fully commit.
Stop watching The Bear. I don't even. That's not real. It's a cartoon.
Show. You should watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it. I don't watch cartoons.
You're just talking about SpongeBob.
I do. I like SpongeBob. I watch SpongeBob a lot, but that's real. But that's real. Frederick, you said your name was?
Frederick.
Is there anything I don't want to leave? I feel I think I tried to end this phone call 15 minutes ago, but I extended it because I I see your plight is your plight resonates with me, so I'm enjoying talking to you about it.
I'm glad we got this connection going.
Is there any other aspect of any of this that you want to talk about before we go, or you think we did it?
I mean, I think we're good. I mean, there's not much else to say besides. I mean, if I say something else, it's kind of just like, well, that's just life. So I'm glad we had this conversation.
Cool. I hope to one day have a piece of your delicious red velvet cake. One day when you have a website and you ship to all 50 states, I'll buy a slice of cake from you.
I'll be reserving you one.
Beautiful. All right. Take care, Frederick. Thanks for calling.
Of course. Have a good one, Lyle. Bye-bye.
I like that guy. His plight truly did resonate with me. I don't know if I have anything to add, but what's echoing in my mind is this guy is like, I want to become a baker, but the bear shows that it's fake. The bear is not real. Okay? Go to Panera. Not Panera. What's a bakery? Go to a bakery and just watch what people are doing. It's very boring. That's what most of baking is, just waiting, right? I've never baked a single fucking thing in my entire life. I need you all to know that. Never baked a goddamn thing. Ever. But I'm going to make a lot of assumptions about it right now. I assume it's just waiting. You take a bunch of dough, you make it into fucking circles, you put it in a thing, you press some buttons, and you wait. That doesn't make for good TV. So, I've never seen The Bear. I don't even know what it's about. I assume like most TV shows, it's like the guy's a baker, but he also like has sex with people, right? Or like fights people. That's what people in award-winning TV shows tend to do. They tend to have sex with people and fight people. So having never seen a single episode of The Bear, and having never baked anything in my life, I think that this guy can get a job as a baker. Because if you go into a bakery and you look, there's no crazy music, there's no guy getting into fights, no one's having sex, they're just waiting. They're just waiting around for dough to rise. Doesn't make for good TV, but it's real. And I think it's achievable by our friend Frederick, and I hope he succeeds.
From
Jay.
Hello?
Yo, Ayo, what's up?
What's your name again?
You can call me Jay.
Jay. What shall we do with our brief time together connected in the infinite timeline of the universe?
Well, first I want to say, love your show.
Thank you very much.
I watch it all the time while I'm driving around, because I texted you, but I know you weren't really like doing the text messages. I was just like, yeah, I wanted to talk about being a locksmith, because I've been doing it for about 7 or 8 months now, and it's been kind of interesting to me because the people are hilarious. Like, I feel like, first things first, if you ever get locked out of your house, your business, or your car, it's not my fault. Like,
wait. What? In what sense? These people lock themselves out of their car and then blame you? How does that work?
It's the attitude for when I'm like, hey, this is how much it costs. And they're just like, ugh, that's too much. That's too much money. And I'm just like, well, you got to pay for a service. I don't know what you want me to do here.
How much does it cost to lock yourself out of your car?
So that's the funny part. So my thing is, the company I work for, they will set like some base prices. If you say you call us for a service, I'll be like, yeah, this is how much it'll cost if you ask me about it. If you don't ask, I might throw some wild number out there later.
Wait, hold on. So
yeah.
Tell me, okay, so you have what do you mean? What do you mean if they don't ask me about it? Ask you about what?
So typically, I'll get sent like the information. It'll say it'll just be like Lyle located this place. Here's the number, and type of car, whatever it may be. And then I'll call you and be like, hey, I'm your locksmith, just trying to confirm address. And then you'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm located here. And some people will be like, how much will it cost? And some people won't say anything at all. So when you ask me, I'll be like, yeah, it's going to be between 100 and 125. But if you don't ask me and you live in a super rich area, I'm going to say more. I just...
that's fucking annoying, dude. Fuck you.
No, because my thing is, it's like this is like commission based, so I only get like a percentage out of everything. So sometimes
I'm pretty sure that there's got to be some kind of like law about that or something.
I'm not sure. I'm not honestly sure.
Well, it's fucked up because you can't say no. By the way, the whole thing about it's in a rich neighborhood, it's like, well, how do you know somebody's not just like, it's their car, it's not their house, how do you know somebody's fucking not just passing through?
Because for the most part, they'll be parked in like the driveway, inside the garage. I'll check IDs too to confirm certain things, so it'll usually be their house. But
it's still fucking annoying because it's not because here's the thing: is they can't say no. What are they gonna fucking do? Just not. What do they do? I guess they can call another locksmith.
And that happens, or sometimes you'll show up and there'll already be someone there, or you'll be competing, like trying to get there before someone else gets there, and they'll tell you like, oh yeah, I called other places, so you might want to hurry up. There are other people on the way. So like I'm dang near competing for the money, What? How much
extra you throw on there if people don't ask you?
I just say like 150 or maybe 160, not like a whole bunch. Now, if you drive like a brand new BMW, I might say a little bit more because sometimes people are driving like really expensive cars and they can afford it. And a lot of people are like, I'll say a price for a house or a car, and they'll be like, okay, cool. Here's a tip while you're at it. It's not like it doesn't hinder them. It doesn't hurt them at all. But if I see like, I've helped like Taco Bell workers or McDonald's worker, just someone who obviously is a student, I'll be like, just $80, $90, $100. Like, I'll throw people deals. I don't just try to take everything from everyone.
No, I think that's fucking annoying.
I don't blame you for saying that. I don't.
No, that's a super annoying thing to do. What was I going to say? So I'm curious. So you can theoretically, like the locksmith, I always thought that's a super interesting thing because you can theoretically, if you wanted to, break into any car, correct?
Theoretically, like, sure. So there are some cars.
I guess it's like. I guess it's like, okay, so people lock their cars, right? But like if you were, let's say, some form of career criminal, right? And you could learn the trade of locksmithing, and you can theoretically, if you learn that trade, get into any house or car.
Almost. Because I've certainly seen cars or houses or buildings that you're not getting in unless you're making a bunch of noise. So it's not like I can just be like, boom, I'm in your house. I will tell people, though, for the really, really easy ones, I'm like, hey, you should get a car alarm because that took 5 seconds. Literally took 5 seconds to get in. You have no alarm. and you'll have a car that's like, I don't know how to hotwire any car, but like there are certain cars, I'm pretty sure you could just literally look it up and boom, you got a brand new car to go on a joyride. Or
have you ever done that?
Like
have you ever used your locksmith? Have you ever used your locksmith skills for evil aside from marking up your services?
Not yet. Not yet. I haven't.
That's a very scary answer to hear from you. What does not yet mean?
I mean, I haven't done that yet. Like, there's been no reason.
Why do you keep saying yet?
Because, like, what if there's a situation where I'm just like, say for example, like someone does something awful, and I'm just like, they call me and they're like, dude, we got to get this guy or girl back. And I'm just like, all right, I'll open the car and you can throw a bunch of like, I don't know, shit in there. Or you can get whatever was stolen from you back, because that would still be considered bad in a way.
Dude, I do not want the locksmith vigilante in my neighborhood. That sounds so stupid.
Oh.
I'm so wow. I'm afraid like that you have the, because that's like power right there. That's a lot of, whatever. There's something to be said about political power and social power or whatever. But the power of a locksmith, that's a powerful ability. You can get in anywhere you want physically. That's a spooky amount of power to have.
I would say not exactly, because every lock isn't pickable. Every lock shouldn't be pickable. So there's like homes with really good, like, first off, if you're ever wondering, in my opinion, the top lock, the deadbolt, that's what matters the most. That's the absolute of your protection right there. Also kind of like what door you have, but that's a whole nother thing. But if you just have your top lock locked, you're good. Like, you can't always pick those, and you're not going to get in without making all this noise. So, and I mean, in America, most people have guns, so I'm just not going to go, let me break into this house, because I don't need to do that for one, and I'm just not that type of guy. So it's just like, it's not like a, boom, I'm in your house, I'm in your fridge right now, and you just don't know it type stuff. Like, it's not going to be,
it's true.
But there are times when I'm working on someone's house and I'll make a recommendation like, hey, you should probably get a better lock, or you should get like better framing or something. Because there are some times where I'm like, hey, I would never live like that myself, so you should definitely get that changed up. And I work a lot in the city of Chicago, so like I'm literally everywhere. And there's certain spaces I'm just like, you should add more protection, because this is not the best neighborhood. Like, you definitely will see it where, like, there's places where I go, like, I'm out at a restaurant or someone's house where I'm just kind of looking, and I will tell them, like, this place would be really easy to break into. And they're like, what? I'm just like, hey, I'm just letting you know.
Have you ever gotten your home broken into or your car broken into?
Not my car, and not my own home personally. There was an attempt, I would say, in one of my first apartments. I had a friend, like, me and my roommates all went to work. We worked at the same place, so we all left, and we had a friend we let stay there because they like lived apartment above with their parents, and they're just like, they'll come hang out because sometimes they just need to get away. And she texted us, it was like, hey, someone's like jiggling on the doors or something. Like, I keep hearing the door get turned. And so I think that was the only time there was an attempt in my own apartment. I can't really think of any time when I was younger that maybe someone has, that maybe I just don't remember.
Okay, I was thinking, while you were talking, I was thinking more about the marking up thing. And, do whatever you're going to do, but, like, it will be kind of funny if you, like, ever take your car to the auto mechanic and they, like, overcharge you and tell you that a bunch of things are wrong. that aren't. Well, then here's what they do. They do they'll like you ever go there and now. Yeah, they do that. And there you go there and they're like, your air filter is dirty, and it's gonna cost about $8,000 for a new air filter, and you're just sitting there like, well, this person. You have to trust this person that they kind of know what they're talking about. And they're not trying to fuck you over, but they kind of are. But you just gotta take it. You just gotta there's a premium that you pay to have people who know more about your things take care of them, and the premium you pay is the markup of them fucking you over.
I mean, it's funny you say that because I did get an oil change like a week or two ago on a slow day. Like sometimes I'll have a slow work day and I just kind of take care of errands because I'm out. And, you know, as they do, they'll be like, yeah, air filter needs to be changed. And that's something you can do on your own, though. That's something you could just buy. Like, the best way to not get screwed over by people is at least just knowing a little bit what you talk about or what's going on. So, like, a lot of stuff is, you can Google it, YouTube it. So that's why I like an air filter. I'll change that myself. It's not that hard. Like, there's certain stuff you
Final question for you.
Bet.
If you could break into anyone's house in the world, whose house would you want to break into?
If I could, like, break in anywhere, I think I would break into, like, somewhere, like, government secure, just to be like, see, you guys aren't that secure. I could get in. This normal dude just got in here just cause. And then I'd be like, you should upgrade your security. Also, I emptied your fridge. I think that would be my main thing.
Bro, I bet they I wonder what kind of snacks they have at the Pentagon.
Oh,
do you think they have do you think they have Cheetos at the Pentagon, or do you think it's like pirate's booty? Or
I think they have the best of the best for one, and I think they have like discontinued flavors and things like that. You know, all the classic stuff that we grew up with. Like, I'm sure they have anything.
Okay, final question. What is the name of your company so that people know not to call you?
I can't tell you that.
That's fair. Is there anything else you want to say to the people at the computer before we go?
Thanks for having me on. Awesome talking to you guys. And just try to not get locked out. Like, hold on to your keys and try not to rush so much. That's pretty much it. You too, man. Thanks for answering.
Have a good night.
All right, bye.
I think I was mainly pissed off at that guy because I lock myself out of my apartment at least once a week. I've had time back when I lived in LA. I built up an unfortunate muscle memory of leaving my house, shutting the door, and immediately before shutting the door, turning the, you know how you can turn the lock on the handle so that when you turn it while the door is open and then you shut it, the door locks. By muscle memory, I did that every single time. And so sometimes I would like leave my, I would be like in my underwear and I'm just like going outside for like a second just to like get breathe real air. And I lock it, and I'm like, fuck, I'm in my underwear now. Or like sometimes I'll leave my phone in there, and I'm just completely fucked. And it's just it's a bad situation. And I've had it multiple times where I'll lock myself out 3 times in a row. And at that point, I've developed a strong rapport for the apartment building maintenance folks who helped me get out. And no, by the 3rd time, I'll give this guy this. By the 3rd time I've locked myself out, if the locksmith comes and he's like, yeah, that'll be $20,000, I would just be like, yeah, that's how much it should cost. After the 3rd time. Sure. Hello folks, it's Lyle here. That's the end of this episode, but get this, I'm releasing a bonus episode this week. That's right, an entire extra hour of the podcast that you can listen to by becoming a premium member of Therapy Gecko over at therapygecko.supercast.com. Supercast subscribers get access to bonus episodes. They get a completely ad-free podcast feed of the regular show. They get recordings from my live shows, members-only streams, and they help support my ability to continue doing this podcast. So here's a clip from this week's members-only bonus episode.
I wasted a lot of money to go meet an internet best friend a couple months ago, and man, I got there and she was just a fucking bitch.
Huh.
Like,
damn. What is there? Is there anything specific that made you think she was a bitch?
when I say mean, like everything's got to be a problem with everybody. God forbid you look at her the wrong way. It was horrible. I thought she was going to beat me up in the Uber. Like, we Ubered to, like, a club at one point, and we're in a state that I'm, like, not familiar with either. We, like, Ubered to a club. She's drunk as hell. I'm, like, the most sober amongst her friends. She's, like, trying to get into fights with everybody, cornering random girls in the bathroom, like, just crazy shit. I watched her cheat on her boyfriend, which was, like, kind of the breaking point for me.
If you want to hear this full conversation, you can sign up to become a premium member at therapygecko.supercast.com or find the link in the episode description. That's therapygecko.supercast.com. All right, I have nothing else to say.